Okay, it is the first day of June 2021, and this is the main watch list. I don't think it changed very much from Friday. I did update the other watch list that's on the other screen. I'll go over those, but HTZGQ would be that number 2 setup if it were to get to the 677, 680 range. And 725 if it happens to do a move there and kind of bounce back and forth. That would be nice for maybe a multi-day breakout. At this point, AABB will be a degenerate morning panic bounce play. If it looks very clean, I'll consider it. AAPT will be a morning panic bounce play as well. Same with NWGC, FBCDs, same case. Although this one will be impressive if it breaks the day highs. And MJWL, same thing, morning panic bounce play, but if it also breaks the levels, that would be pretty nice. And on the other screen, still, kind of iffy. Nothing is an exact science. This one would be something to be looking at if it maybe continues to hold this multi-day breakout, officially, and it keeps running. Maybe it makes another leg up. And HMBL would be a morning panic bounce play, perhaps. I don't really like the price that it sets, but this one can totally work out. Oops, this one's wrong. UATG, if it's just continues to hold its level right here, maybe it can do a run. Maybe it'll just be a slow move like KYNC. This one I'd look for a morning panic bounce play, but I remember trying to look at this setup for that reason before, and it's just not very good. It's a bit liquid, but you never know. ETCG is the last one. I probably spelled that wrong. Yeah, I have no idea what that last one was. It's clearly not this one, but that's what I got at the moment. I'll be looking for morning panic bounce plays, but I do have these other ideas in the second watch list. Alright, it is 9:46 a.m. Just want to make an update. I don't know how. I guess it was just because it was a really low volume, but the one I had the spelling wrong at the at pre-market, I traded this one, and this thing just, I don't know how it happened, but I lost like $4, just something small. It was not even a percent, very close to a percent though. But this was this setup was a morning panic bounce play, and this one did not work. So I think I'll just not look at this one for morning panic bounce plays unless it drops a lot. But I went ahead and considered a buy at 934, right about here, because we had that big volume candle right here. 4 is a level of support. So two things: big volume candle, and again that round number 4 was a level of support. I don't know how much it was down when it was right here, but maybe around 13%. But I guess I should have considered a bigger drop. This thing just did not have the volume ultimately, but I saw this stock right here, 934, and I mean, I don't know how I got executed at 419. That's what my limit was, and it got executed at the very top of my limits. But you don't even see a print at 419. You see a print right here at 405. So I don't know how I got executed that horribly. I guess the broker was just did some kind of messing around, but the volume isn't really that nice. I mean, let's just do the math. And let's just times it by the VWAP level, the average, which is 0.412. I mean, it's traded 200k. That's actually not bad, but this thing, I don't know how to explain it. Just a lot of that volume, by the way, was in this candle, but yeah, I got executed somehow at 419. Doesn't even show a print there. If it had a print there, I'd be like, all right, well, I have to be better with my limits. But I guess that's just what happened. And I thought I was gonna sell for a profit. I thought I got in at 405. And why did I consider selling like the next minute and a half? Because of the fact that volume is pretty much crap. It looked clean initially, but then I realized how bad it was in terms of volume and lack of, volatility, liquidity. I guess it has volatility, but once I realized how bad the volume is and how, it's trading above the VWAP, I said I might as well take a sell here at 415. I thought I was going to make a profit, just a tiny profit, nothing humongous, but, my ideal entry would have been 405. But I got executed at 419. There's not even a print there. So I guess I just have to be more aware of the volume. And maybe just wait for a bigger drop. A nicer drop. Maybe if it cracked 4, that would have been better. And let's just go over the other stocks. MJWL, I considered it here at 5 something, but I didn't do it because it just had one candle of panic. It was just one candle, big volume, nothing I want to trade there. AABB, it's just being a chop fest. It eventually did a reverse down here from 19 to 19.7, but there's just not a lot of range. AAPT, not trading anything that I want to trade. HTZGQ is just chilling. It's not doing anything that I want. FBCD, this one I could have considered for a buy here, but that would have been kind of strange. I probably would have considered it maybe if it was a level of support. I don't really think it was. If it was like at 2 cents, I would have considered maybe a random dip buy there, but no big volume candles or anything like that. This one was looking clean, and then it started to trade all weird here, so I stopped looking at it. These are all failing. This is spectacular. It's kind of amazing as in how bad these were today for morning panic bounce plays. NWGC, I consider this one for a first dip under VWAP or at the VWAP. It immediately came back the same candle. That was impressive. So, I didn't get entered in the trade for that. So yeah, those setups are just, it's actually really disappointing, but I'll keep looking. Alright, it is 10:54 a.m. I just want to make an update. I don't see anything that I really want to trade. I was looking at top percent gainers. I've been working on other things now. It just doesn't seem very nice. MJWL just didn't do nothing. Didn't really do that bounce. This one just slightly got past VWAP. And this one did not bounce back. But it wasn't a nice drop either. It was just one volume candle. And just one red bar. It wasn't nice. It wasn't clean at all. AABB, liquid trash. AAPT also looks pretty bad. HTZGQ hasn't done anything. FBCD, sure it did a double bottom, but I just didn't like the price action. I don't think I was really there when it was at this level either. NWGC is holding the VWAP level, and that's all I can say about it. Just out of curiosity. AMC's at 26. There's nothing I want to trade right now. I'll casually be looking, but it's fine if there are no more setups today. Alright, it is 1:10 p.m. and I'm just going to call it off for the rest of the day. It's just nothing I want to trade. MJWL looks like nothing. AABB looks like nothing too. HTZGQ is doing nothing. Again, maybe if it gets to that 680, I think, level, that would be interesting. But nope, not today. FBCD keeps fading. It did do like this double bottom here, but that was the only thing that I could have considered there. AAPT didn't do a morning panic bounce play. It is uptrending, so maybe it might even do one later in the day. If not, another day it can have a morning panic bounce play. And WGC is looking very nice for a potential morning panic bounce play in the future. This thing held VWAP and it started the uptrend from that. Could have considered this, and in theory I could have considered also, I believe, FBCD's double bottom. But other than that, there's just no setups. I don't like the top percent gainers either. I look forward to tomorrow. I'm going to call it off. There's nothing up on the day that I want to consider maybe a buy for a strong close to sell into. So again, just going to call it off. Had that one trade with that stock, UATG. What is this? It looks like the last trade was at, I don't know, I guess it's 39 level. Morning panic bounce play. It looked very nice initially, but later it started to look really bad. I don't know how I got executed so horribly, but that's fine. I shouldn't have traded something this illiquid. Not illiquid, illiquid. Gonna call it off right here. Just tiny trade, just a small loss, $4. I mean, in theory, I should have been executed at that I think 405 level at 934 right here. Should have been executed at that little mark right there at 405, and then a sell into 415, and that would have been a tiny profit, I think. But yeah, it's gonna call it off. Should have picked a better setup here. You know, it seems very nice initially, but the volume was just not there.